Hi everybody, I'm Tom Yoder from KSJD, as you know, and behind the camera is DJ Theo helping me out today.
Hi.
He's back there. Today we're going to show you how to record an evergreen show or a pre-recorded show in case you are going to miss your regularly scheduled slot. So we're going to start off with the control board here. So pan on over here, DJ Theo.
Okay.
When you are working in the production studio, which is where we're at right now, you're always going to want to use these audition channel assignments at the top of each slide that you're using. So if you're using the CDs, make sure that those green audition buttons are down, okay? The PGM buttons, the red ones, don't matter in here. These are the ones that send it to the recorder that you're going to use to record your show. Same thing for everything else. You're going to watch your levels, of course. Make sure that they're bopping up between about 0 and +8 when you get your show recording going. But very important, that's why we have the big attention sign. When recording, be sure to use the green audition channel assignments, okay? Everything else pretty much the same as when you're doing your show on the air. Now we're going to get over to the DAD computer. So pan on over there, Mr. Theo.
Yes, sir. Just a second. Okay.
All right, got the screen?
We're ready.
Okay.
Do it.
So first thing we're going to do, you might come in and you might see the DAD screen looks something like this, or maybe it looks like this, and there's all kinds of stuff. Just close the library, close the array, whatever else is on. What you're looking for is this little box right here. This little box has a lot of different kinds of machines in it. So if you click on it one time, just a single click, it gets bigger. And what you're looking for is this upper left-hand box right here. If you hover over it, you can see it turns and it says record machine number 1. When we click on that, it's going to open up record machine number 1. And I'm just going to drag it over to the center so it's a little easier to see. This is the machine that you're going to use to record your show. Now, as you can see, this already has something loaded in it. You may come in and you find that nothing's loaded in it and all of these things are blank, but it's really important if this is loaded, in other words, all these screens are blue, to hit this unload button right here in the middle. You want to click that, everything's going to go away, okay? Now, what you're going to want to do next is hit the next record button. So click on that, and basically what this is doing, and you can see up here in the cut number field, we've got cut number 00788. That's the next cut number in the master library in our ENCO machines that's available for recording something. Now, when you're recording directly into your show cut, and by that I mean every show here at KSJD has a certain cut that it's been assigned to. You have a certain number. You're going to want to look in the production studio manual, and that's going to tell you what cut number is for your show by the day and the time that it airs. So let's just say that you're on at 9 a.m. on Saturday morning. That cut number is assigned 06003. Okay, I'm just going to punch that number into the cut number field in the recorder. Now, when I click out of that, you'll see what happens is it turns in to the name that cut number is in the library. In this case, the Bluegrass Collective Andy Evergreen from June 22nd of 2013. In your case, your show it's going to be the name of your evergreen show that's loaded into the cut number that's assigned to that show for that particular day and that particular time. Again, you're going to want to consult that table that's in the production studio manual that shows the cut number that's assigned to the day and time of your particular show. You're going to see up here that the length is going to be 2 hours. It might also say 1 hour, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds or something similar. That's just the length that this show was when it was recorded, Andy's Bluegrass Collective show. The group will typically say shows. If it doesn't, you can always click on the group button and go to shows, select it, and then it'll turn to shows if it says something else. But typically, if you're using your show cut, it's going to say shows. Once you have the title changed, and we're just going to change the title to Evergreen Show Demo. All right, I'm going to put the date in there. Today is January 27th, 2016. Got that changed. Again, you just want to use the number that's assigned to your show. Change your title to whatever you want it to be. Once you have those two things done, don't worry too much about the group or the length or any of this other junk down in here. Just hit the accept button, and this is what you're going to see next, so don't freak out. What you want to do is replace the data and replace the audio. So you're going to basically copy over the existing evergreen show that's in your cut number with a new one. So when I hit replace data, replace audio, the red screen at the top, you can see what happens. All the fields turn blue, and I'm pretty much ready to go. All right, so the next thing you want to do is hit the record button. Once you're all ready, your board is set up, you're going to hit the record button. And what you're going to see is you're going to see the levels start to jump around. I'm pulling a mic over to me so you can see. What you should see when you hit the rec button is just what we see here. The red rec button is flashing. I've got levels going up here. And by the way, I've also got levels showing up on the meters on the board. So just make sure you've got levels jumping around. You might want to play a little bit of music or something like that, just to make sure that you've got audio flowing to this recorder here. When you are absolutely ready to go, you're going to hit the play button to start. This is probably the most counterintuitive part of recording an evergreen show or recording a pre-recorded show that you're going to encounter. But if you see that you've got levels going, okay, now I'm ready to go. I'm going to turn that music off. Levels are going to go away. You'll also notice you've got these blue numbers right here in the middle, 0, 0, 0, 0. That means we're at 0, we're ready to start. I'm going to start my music. My music's, or I'm sorry, you're going to hit play. Then you're going to hit your music and you're off and running. You can see the blue numbers are counting up in the middle of the field. And I'm going to go through my show just like I would if I was on air. I'm going to play 2 hours of music. Come on, talk about my music in between. If you're doing an evergreen show, obviously there's no underwriting, no calendar announcements, no discussion of how beautiful it is outside or how terrible the weather is. You want it to be evergreen, so you just want to stick to what you're doing during your show. When this counter gets up to an hour, 59, 58, get ready to hit that stop button. And right before it gets to 2 hours, you just hit the stop button and you're done. Okay? Now, one thing to note is now you can see the length of my file is 38 seconds. That's because I just recorded 38 seconds. Up here, when you're done, you should see an hour 59 or 2 hours or something very, very close to exactly 2 hours when you hit that stop button. Now you're pretty much done. You've recorded your show. It looks good. I highly recommend that you hit this unload button after you're done recording your evergreen show. Hit unload. That means no one can come in later, accidentally hit record, and zero out your recording. Okay? One other thing to note. If you're not recording an evergreen, or if you don't want to record, say you want to come in and just record a show for later or something like that, you can just use the next record available. In other words, if I come in, I unload what's in there, I want to just make a show recording, it's not going to drop directly into that cut ID that's assigned to my show. Just hit next record, take whatever number it gives you, and put it in there. Let's call this pre-recorded show demo. That way you're not putting it into the exact cut number that's assigned to your show. You're just putting it into any cut number that's available in the library, the next one in the sequence. That allows you to record 1 or 2 or 3 or 15 shows using the next available cut number. You can do as many as you want to do. Hit accept, go through the same exact thing, hit the record button, start your recording, record your 2-hour show, and hit stop. So hopefully that makes sense, and hopefully that's going to be helpful whether you're recording directly into the cut number that's going to play at that particular day and time, or whether you just want to record a show for later, and you can let me know when that particular show is going to go into your show cut, and I can make those changes in the future.
Looks good.
All right.
Thank you, Tom.
You're welcome.